Hi guys, it's Drake, El Guapo. I wanted to go over today something that's really important, and that is being safe. Being safe on the boat, on your cruise, and being safe on land. I'm on a boat. Let's go. There's always that potential for criminals to be lurking and waiting for opportunities to uh, to get a victim. Now, as a whole, in general, cruising and traveling is very safe. However, you are going to areas that you don't know, and these are some of my tips and tricks in order to stay safe. First, number one, when I disembark, I have my cell phone. And I have an app that shows me exactly where I'm at in relation as far as for town, that kind of stuff. So I know, okay, I am on, Main Street and 2nd Avenue. So I always know as far as for my location. Then I also have, again, 911. That's great in America, 911. Some other countries don't use 911. They have 3 other numbers. So always look to see what numbers there are as far as for if you need emergency help. So 911 here in America, it might be 911 where you're at, but it also might be something else. So have that. So that'll be the first thing. Have a map and know emergency numbers. Siempre. Number 2 is I try to travel or walk around, do excursions, not solo. I try to do it with a group. Me, somebody else, maybe 3 or 4 other people, sometimes 6, a little bit more. There's safety in numbers. So fish say, right? No, there's safety in numbers when walking around, being safe, having other people as far as for knowing where you're at, knowing where you're going, people all on the same page, not splitting up. Number 3, tres. I try to pay attention to my surroundings. Well, I'm always looking for art and interesting things, that kind of stuff. I'm also looking to see, hey, I just saw somebody duck down some stairs or go down that alleyway or this or that. And making sure of what is coming up ahead. So I'm always paying attention to my surroundings. Number 4, Cuatro. I'm not afraid to cross the street or turn around or get somewhere where there are more people. Let's say that I saw somebody hiding behind a garbage can, and I'm walking down this desolate street. Nothing says I have to keep on walking up to the garbage can on that side of the street. I can turn around. I can go back the way that I came. You know what? Doesn't look right. I'm out. I'm gone. I'm going to go somewhere else. Number 6, I'm always paying attention as to what I can use for defensive maneuvers. Now this video isn't to get anybody into, okay, let's be the superhero of the day, or king of the day as far as for knocking somebody out or escaping. This is all about you being safe and getting back to the boat. Hey, it's a bad experience no one ever wants to go through, but I want to, give you these little tips. You never know if there are a bunch of other people waiting around there. You might have just seen one. Well, there might be 10. Or you might be in a country where no matter what you say, the person from that country is always correct. Thailand may be a good example of that, where you have an issue with one person. Well, in the land of smiles, all of a sudden 30 other people have an issue with you because of you and that one person, even though you might be in the right or 100% in the right. Don't always trust police. Really? Yes, that's going to sound weird too. Because in the whole scheme of things, most are very, very trustworthy. Sometimes in different countries, that institution is a little corrupt. Oh, when I mean a little, I mean a little. They might be able to help you out, or they might just tell you to move on your way and there's nothing you can do. You don't need a huge amount of money walking around. Important. I swear. If you find something that you really like or want to purchase, have a credit card. If that's not working, and as far as for all cash, it might be better as far as for you being saved by having all cash, that you were trying to use a credit card. What I mean by that is it might not be real. You know, credit cards you can cancel and have a little bit of protections. With cash is, oh, I never got any cash from anybody. What receipt is that? I have no idea. Cabbies are paid or get kickbacks for them to take you to stores that will overcharge you. You don't say. Just, it's very well known. You might be better off not doing something like that. Sometimes a cabbie will be like, oh, we'll go on a tour, but first, let me show you this great place. And you get to this great place and it's this little mall that's selling XYZ, and you're saying to yourself, what is this? Well, that's because that cab driver is getting money from that mall to take people to that mall to hopefully get some purchases from you. So look out for stuff like that. Look out for, or be wary, be aware of your surroundings if you are going to a bank and exchanging money. There are these people called hawks that will watch and see how much money a person is either taking out, exchanging, and then they will text their friends to meet you outside. You know, if you have a car, you might have a flat tire and are now having to change a flat tire, and these people will come out and take the money that you've taken. So be wary of that. That's all crazy. And the banks down in other countries are different as well. They have lobbies where people will sit in them all day long, not doing any transactions, just staying there. Go figure why they would allow that. But I've been in a bank that was also an appliance store, you know, so you can look at your washers and dryers and then go to the back and transfer money. Okay. It's just what it is. For the most part, ports and countries want you to be safe and feel safe. You know, you have a better chance of having no issues if you're sober, respectful, stay around where a whole bunch of other of your shipmates are in a big group. I will say another trick or another tip that I've used is to have a small amount of money in one pocket and my other spending money in another, along with my IDs spread around, so that if something did happen that a person all of a sudden is in front of me, I would hand them the lower amount of money and say that's all that I have. I'm really sorry, but that's all I have. I only have $20. I only have $40. Everything else is credit card. There's nothing I can do. Um, the other thing is run. Run. I know that sounds strange, but run. You're not doing any good standing in one place. Run. Make noise. Yell fire. Fuego, fire. Fuego, fuego, fuego. You know, try to get some attention to you. As far as for that, as someone else maybe will hear that. In the ship, obviously a little bit different, and security cameras and that kind of stuff. But however, remember, you're in international waters. They go by other laws. They go by where they're registered at. Yes, there's a brig. Yes, they have security. But you know what? Do your due diligence. You don't have to do that as to keeping as far as for security, just relying on them as well. You know, put the stuff in the safe, right? It's all locked. Make sure your door is locked. You know, always double check as far as you're leaving that it's closed. Super simple, easy things. Make sure your balcony is locked. You know, just because there's some piece of metal on the side, that's not going to stop anybody as far as for if they have that kind of mentality. Unfortunately, and you would think that that wouldn't happen, but you know, hey, it is what it is. And you know, always be aware. You know, be aware about what's going on. Be aware about the surroundings. Be aware about where you're at. You know, paying attention, using those five senses. Now, should you really be super worried about some of these ports? I wouldn't think so. I really haven't been. You know, that doesn't say that these areas don't exist. There are some famous ones and some famous places that I'm not gonna mention. But yeah, there's some bad people out there, and you're not gonna have to worry about it at Coco Cay. But some other places, just be mindful. It's been a lot of fun. If you like the content, please remember to subscribe, click the notifications, and hit that like button. It'll be greatly appreciated. Thank you very much. Awesome! Bye.